Hello Internet, it's Jason again. I'm here in James Cook University. It's in the beautiful town of Townsville, Queensland, Australia. This is not where the Powerpuff Girls are. I get to film this because I'm the only one here, and I'm still kind of paranoid that someone's going to walk in on me and it'll be really weird. It's week 10 of my year online. It's been really interesting. Yeah, so we started the week in Bathurst and I drove into Sydney. And we got to stop off at these place called the Jenolan Caves. They're apparently the oldest caves in the world, that they know of right now. I know one of the evidences of it being the oldest cave is that they look at the fossil records of the cave, and none of the organisms have a spinal cord. So if you think about it, this cave existed theoretically before spinal cords were invented. I'll be talking about an evolution type concept later. But after the Jenolan Caves, we also went to the Blue Mountains. And the Blue Mountains, they're kind of like Australia's Grand Canyon, except the Blue Mountains are amazing. I've never actually seen the Grand Canyon, so I don't know if that counts. That's really fun. I think I got to be a bit more of a tourist here in my foreign country. So in terms of coding, I actually started CS169. It's actually interesting because it's at Berkeley, my alma mater. I really like the idea of this course because it's software engineering. So like in the 1960s, a lot of people started developing software. Computers were becoming more ubiquitous, and people needed software solutions to get computers to do what they wanted it to do in the 1960s. But they look at civil engineering and they see their practices, and they realize civil engineers see a problem, like for example they need a bridge to be built, and then they design the bridge and then they make the bridge. And so software engineering in its early genesis actually followed that model. It's called plan and development. And so the first model that we talked about was this waterfall method. And the reason they call it a waterfall method is because it's from the top down. You just kind of go build the software from the top. You think about what the issue is. You heavily document what you need, and then you spend the time to actually code this software, and then you give it to the customer, and then you maintain it. But the plan and document method actually creates its own issues, because here you have this idea of a problem, you code it, and then by the time you actually get it out to the public, it's 2 years later, and then they actually find out they don't want it anymore. So it's kind of like, it's not the best solution for a lot of things in today's world, where we basically have a short attention span, and we forget about things the day after. So this new software engineering ideology or mantra, or I don't know what to call it, is called agile software development. So with agile development, you have your idea, you pump out something in 2 weeks just to get it in a customer's hands so they can give feedback of what they like and they don't like. And then you can iterate again. So after 2 weeks, you see what they think, then you change what they think they need changed, and you keep what they liked, and then you go ahead and in another 2 weeks you pump out another product. And so there's more of this evolution of a product that kind of just evolves into being what it was. For example, Twitter. Twitter didn't start out as something that people wanted. I mean, people still today don't know. They're like, what the hell is Twitter? But Twitter was kind of a sideline to another major product that people were working on. But they found out that people like the idea of getting to their audience in 140 characters. Is that how many characters it is? It's like a live way to connect to the world, because their attention is on these tweets. So yeah, I guess the difference is they'll take products and test the market, and they'll see where the demands are, and then start making easy solutions that are easy to code really quickly, and then evolving that software, as opposed to taking software that nobody really sees and unveiling it to the public. Whew, this is going to be a bitch to edit. So I guess the difference is agile software kind of evolves really quickly. Every 2 weeks it iterates and changes and adapts. And then plan and development software is something that just kind of doesn't exist and then is unveiled and then just is here and then maintained. It's kind of like the difference between an organism evolving into existence versus this creation and unleashing of this thing that just is here. Yeah, that's my tie-in back to evolution. Yeah, looking forward to this week. Planning on getting more routines in, and look forward to seeing you next time.